Alright, hey everybody, so it's Thomas here. I'm just going to be doing the two exercises that I mentioned in the Triads video. For the first Triads video, the major Triads, I'm just going to be doing them in C, and then I'll leave you to figure out how they work in the other keys, because I think part of figuring it out will really help you memorize it and get it into your long-term memory instead of just something you practice once or twice and then forget about. So here's the first exercise. We're going to be starting with C major, and the lowest one we can do is second inversion. We got G, C, and E there on the lowest string group. So just those three notes, like that. From there, I'm going to invert and go up to fret 8 with my pinky, 7, 5. So we went from 3, 3, 2 to 8, 7, 5. This will be root position because we have C in the bass. The last one on the string group is 12, 10, 10. And this is the first inversion because we have E, which is the third of the triad in the bass here. So those are the shapes on the first string group. You could play this one without the bar, like that. I find it really awkward though, so just use the bar, it's a little easier. And then if you want to go past this, they start repeating. So you're back to this kind of 3, 3, 2, except plus 12 frets. So now we're 15, 15, 14. And you can even go up, if you have enough frets, to the root again. So that would be the lowest string group. Once you're completed those and kind of familiar with those, you're gonna go to the next string group, and we're gonna start with our lowest one again, which is first inversion, almost like a C chord, right? Except we're only gonna string 5, 4, and 3. That's all we need for the triad, just those three notes. And when we go to the first inversion, you'll notice this shape is actually the exact same as up here when we were on this first string group. So that's kind of nice. You'll start to see some overlap, and that will help with memorizing it all. Next, we're going to go to our next inversion, and again, this shape is pretty familiar. It's kind of like our 3, 3, 2 shape that we started with, but now instead we're on the next string group, and 10, 10, 9. Finally, we get back to our first shape, except now we can't use the open string because we're up an octave, so you have to use this shape, which again should be familiar from the first string group, down here on fret 8. So that one's kind of nice because none of those are really new. They're just in new spots on a new string group. So again, that goes 3, 2, 0, 5, or 7, 5, 5, 10, 10, 9, and then you can start them over at 15, 14, 12. All right, let's go on to the next string group. This will kind of be the upper part of a C chord now. So we have 2, 0, 1. Those are the frets, and I'm on string 4, 3, and 2. So it looks like that. So if that one's looking kind of weird, just think of a C chord, but don't play string 5. Only play string 4, 3, and 2. All right, from there, we're gonna go up. This is kind of an easy one to remember. 5, 5, 5. You can use one finger, you can use 3 fingers, stacked on top of each other like an A chord. However you want, they both work. The next one is gonna be almost like an F chord shape. Like down here, if you play like just a 4-string F chord, we're gonna use that shape and go 10, 9, 8. And then finally it repeats, and again, we can't use an open string, so we have to use our fingers. We're gonna have 14, 12, 13. So again, from the bottom, it looks like this. All right, let's move on to our last string group. This is going to be just the very top of a C chord, so we just have open 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st fret, 1st string open. And you're going to play that one. Next one is going to be 5, 5, 3. Next, we're going to have the first inversion. We're going to have 9, 8, 8. And then finally, back to our original with no open strings this time. So we're going to have 12, 13, 12. This is kind of like a D chord shape. Well, it is a D chord shape, just on fret 12. So those ones again, open strings and the 1st fret on the 2nd string. Root position, we have 5, 5, 3, 9, 8, 8, and then our D chord shape, 12, 13, 12. Okay, So once you have all those string groups by themselves, you want to start being able to flow through them. So you're gonna have to practice, starting on the lowest. For me, I like to stop at 3 because I don't really feel like there's a point in doing the repeated shapes, especially when the shapes are sometimes repeated on the next string group. So you do 3 shapes, get all the inversions on that string group, and then go to the next string group. Next string group. And last string group. And if you want, you can go to the last one. Once you start getting that, feel free to change it up a little bit. You can go up 1 string group, down the next string group, up the next, and down the next. Challenge yourself and go all the way to the highest fret that you possibly can on each string group. You might have to do some awkward fingerings to get them. And that's kind of an awkward one there. Okay, so that is exercise number 1 for the major triads. So work on those, and then I'll see you in exercise number 2, which if you can get these, it won't be very hard. So I'll see you in the next one.